Not everyone can turn their home into a fortress, and that's perfectly fine. Because in a real collapse, survival isn't just about having walls strong enough to stop someone, it's about never giving them a reason to try. There's a powerful strategy that costs almost nothing, yet it can keep your home safer than you think by making it disappear from the map and allowing you to hide in plain sight. Most people overlook it, but those who master it become almost untouchable when society begins to fall apart. Physical defenses are essential, but they're not the only answer. When your budget is limited or structural upgrades aren't possible, the smartest move is often to drastically reduce the chance of being targeted in the first place. In a real crisis, the danger doesn't only come from someone breaking down your door, it starts much earlier, with the decision of whether your home is even worth breaking into. A house that blends into its surroundings, that doesn't display obvious signs of value or resources, can pass unnoticed and avoid the problem before it begins. In this video, we'll see how to build this passive layer of defense, what common mistakes make you stand out, and how to correct them. And most importantly, how to combine this strategy with the measures you already have in place, because invisibility and physical protection are not opposites. Together, they become a force multiplier for your safety. Subscribe to Safety Zone, where we build awareness, not illusions. Before we dive into the practical steps, it's important to understand the logic behind this approach, because without that mindset shift, everything else loses effectiveness. The core principle is simple. The less your home draws attention, the less likely it is to become a target in everyday life and in times of crisis. This isn't about replacing physical defenses like reinforced doors or cameras, but about adding a passive layer that often works before any threat even materializes. Most burglaries, break-ins, or opportunistic crimes don't happen after a careful plan. They happen because something looks easy, valuable, or vulnerable. And in large-scale scenarios, from civil unrest to widespread shortages, that same logic applies on a bigger scale. People choose what looks worth the risk. A house that blends into its surroundings, that doesn't display obvious signs of wealth, preparedness, or scarcity, becomes the path of least interest. And when you're not interesting, you're usually not a target. That's the real power of the gray home mindset. Protection that works long before anyone ever tries your door. If the core idea of a gray home is to disappear into the background, the first and most powerful layer of that invisibility is perception. And perception is shaped long before anyone even sets foot on your property. The key is to strip away anything that signals value, resources, or reward. Start from the exterior. Flashy signs, branded alarm company stickers, or visible high-end cameras might feel like deterrents, but in reality they often communicate the opposite, that there's something inside worth protecting. The same goes for expensive grills, visible tools, or large delivery boxes left by the door. Each one is a clue that your home might hold more. A low profile doesn't mean neglect, it means neutrality. Keep the lawn trimmed, the facade maintained, the windows clean, but without the manicured precision that screams wealth or the neglect that signals abandonment. The goal is to appear lived in, yet ordinary, a place that disappears into the landscape of the neighborhood. Lighting deserves special attention. Too much illumination can draw eyes and imply that you're protecting something valuable, while too little can make the house look empty or vulnerable. A balanced, natural lighting pattern with soft exterior lights, occasional indoor glow visible from the street, and no dramatic spotlights communicates normal, everyday activity. Curtains and blinds matter too, because anything visible from the outside becomes part of the story you're telling. Keep valuable items, tech equipment, or stocked shelves out of sight. Even the type of vehicle parked outside can influence perception, because an understated everyday car blends in far better than one that signals wealth or preparedness. All of these elements build a psychological message long before anyone approaches your door. And that message should always be the same. This house is not worth the effort. Remove those visible signs of value, and you're not weakening your security. You're shaping the narrative in your favor before a potential threat even decides where to strike. And the earlier you shape that perception, the less likely it is that you'll ever need to defend anything at all. Once your home stops signaling value through its appearance, the next layer of invisibility is how it behaves, and this is where many people unknowingly sabotage their own security. If the exterior is the cover of your home's story, your daily patterns are the plot, and predictable plots are easy to exploit. Criminals and opportunists rarely act randomly, they observe. They learn when lights turn on and off, when cars leave and return, when packages arrive, when no one is home. Over time, those repeated signals form a behavioral fingerprint, and once someone maps that rhythm, they know exactly when you're most vulnerable. The good news is that breaking that pattern doesn't require expensive technology, just intentional unpredictability. Rotate lighting schedules so they don't follow the same timeline every night. Change parking spots or occasionally move vehicles so they don't become a visual clock. Ask a trusted neighbor to open and close blinds or move small objects if you're away, so the house never appears abandoned. Even something as simple as alternating which entrance you use or shifting your usual departure time by a few minutes can add layers of confusion for anyone watching. During extended absences, these tactics become even more important. Smart plugs and geofencing can simulate presence automatically, turning on music or lights when you're not home. Timed sprinklers, shifting trash bin positions, or subtle changes to exterior details all help create the illusion of activity. And in a real crisis, when scouting behavior becomes more deliberate and targeted, those inconsistencies make your home harder to read, harder to plan against, and ultimately harder to hit. But unpredictability is only part of the equation. Because even if your routines are invisible, the traces you leave behind, packaging, waste, visible supplies, can still tell a story you don't want told. Controlling those hidden signals is the next critical step in building a home that truly disappears. Choosing invisibility doesn't mean giving up on protection. It means integrating protection so deeply into your home's design that no one ever notices it's there. The best defenses are the ones that remain invisible until they're needed. Start by rethinking how you deploy physical security. A reinforced door should look completely ordinary from the street, not like a vault. Security cameras are useful, but large, obvious units often signal that something valuable is inside. Smaller, discrete models mounted under eaves or disguised as fixtures achieve the same results without broadcasting their presence. Even alarm systems can be powerful without being loud about it. Interior motion sensors, silent alarms linked directly to your phone, and layered locks on secondary entry points build serious resistance without drawing attention. Think of this as hiding armor under everyday clothes. No one needs to know it's there until it matters. This principle extends to structural reinforcements too. Door frames can be strengthened with longer screws that anchor into studs, making forced entry far more difficult without changing the appearance of the door. Window security film adds resistance against break-ins, but remains completely invisible from the outside. Even landscaping can serve a dual purpose. Bushes under windows or thorny shrubs near vulnerable areas add a layer of deterrence while appearing decorative. The goal is to avoid sending a clear message that says, "This house is heavily protected," and instead create layers of defense that no one sees. Because a house that looks like a fortress can become a challenge. A house that looks ordinary but resists intrusion surprises the attacker, disrupts their plan, and buys you critical time. And time, in a crisis, is often the most valuable layer of defense you have. If exterior camouflage keeps unwanted eyes from choosing your home, interior discipline keeps them from realizing what's inside if they get close. In a real collapse, even the smallest detail can betray you, and those details can mean the difference between being ignored and being targeted. A stack of water containers visible through a basement window, solar panels placed where everyone can see them, or the low hum of a generator on a silent night, each one is a signal, and signals are intelligence. They tell outsiders that you have something they want, and once that thought forms, curiosity quickly turns into intent. That's why managing what your home communicates from the inside out is just as important as reinforcing the walls themselves. The first step is containment. Keep stored water, food, and fuel away from windows or any line of sight that a passerby might have. Cover shelves with neutral fabric or build simple barriers that break visual continuity. If you rely on solar power, consider ground-level panels shielded by fencing or structures instead of tall, visible installations that shout resilience. Sound discipline matters just as much. A generator that's audible from down the block is an invitation to investigate, especially when most of the neighborhood is dark and silent. Use soundproofing enclosures, place equipment behind existing structures, and limit operating hours to when ambient noise is higher. Internal activity needs the same attention. Even a thin beam of light leaking from a curtain can reveal movement, warmth, and life in an otherwise empty street. Blackout curtains, layered fabrics, and double barriers keep that glow contained. And then there's smell, one of the most underestimated giveaways. The scent of cooking food in a hungry neighborhood travels farther than most people realize, and it doesn't just reveal presence, it announces abundance. Sealed cooking methods, well-placed exhaust vents, and controlled ventilation keep those signals under the radar. Each of these steps builds toward the same objective, a home that appears empty of resources even when it's fully stocked. And that illusion is more than cosmetic, it's strategic. Because if someone believes you have nothing worth taking, they'll keep walking. And if they keep walking, you stay off their list. But the real shift happens when you stop thinking of these steps as chores and start viewing them as part of a larger game of perception. And in the final step, we move beyond tactics to the mindset that makes every layer of invisibility far more powerful. Everything you've built so far, the hidden reinforcements, the controlled signals, the carefully managed appearance, is only as strong as the mindset behind it. Because invisibility is not just a tactic, it's a way of thinking. And it starts with a simple but powerful question: how do others see you? In a collapse, perception is often more decisive than reality. People don't raid every home. They make calculations, even if subconsciously. They look for patterns, weigh risks, and decide where effort is worth the reward. If you can shape that perception, if you can make your home look like the least promising option on the street, you shift that calculation before it even begins. This is the essence of the gray man approach applied to your home, anticipating how a potential threat evaluates its environment and acting to lower your profile at every stage. That means walking around your property with the eyes of an outsider, asking what draws attention, what might signal value, what could hint at resources, and then removing or disguising those signals until nothing stands out. It also means accepting a paradox that many people resist. Strength doesn't always need to be visible to be real. In fact, the more invisible your strength, the more effective it becomes. A house that advertises its defenses can invite a test. A house that appears irrelevant rarely gets noticed. And in a world where attention itself can be dangerous, irrelevance is power. This mindset extends beyond your property line too. It shapes how you talk about your preparations, what you share online, even how you discuss supplies with neighbors. Every piece of information you reveal builds a picture, and the less complete that picture is, the safer you are. The gray man mindset is about embracing understatement as a form of control. You are not weaker because no one notices you. You are safer because they underestimate you. And when threats underestimate you, they pass you by. That's the point where invisibility stops being a tactic and becomes a shield, one built not from steel or concrete, but from the choices you make every single day. And once you understand that, the final step becomes clear. How you think determines whether you're a target or just another shadow in the chaos. Strength can stop an attack, but invisibility can prevent one from ever happening. And in an unstable world, prevention is often the most powerful form of defense you have. Think about it this way. Every physical barrier, every layer of steel or concrete is built to resist force that's already at your door. But a home that draws no attention, that inspires no intent, never has to resist anything at all. That's the paradox most people miss. Survival isn't always about being stronger than the threat. Sometimes it's about never being chosen by the threat in the first place. Invisibility is not weakness. It's intelligence in action. It's the art of shifting the fight from your doorstep to someone else's decision-making long before they get there. And it's a strategy that anyone, regardless of budget, location, or circumstance, can adopt. The truth is, society's fabric can fray, economies can collapse, and law enforcement can falter, but the psychology of predation rarely changes. Attackers look for opportunity. Remove the opportunity, and you remove yourself from their plans. That's why mastering invisibility isn't just about safety, it's about control. It's about taking an active role in shaping how the world perceives you and turning that perception into one of the most reliable shields you'll ever build. So the question isn't whether you can afford to build a fortress, it's whether you can afford not to disappear. And that's a question worth answering before the sirens ever sound. Now we want to hear from you. What's the first thing you would change today to make your home less visible? Share your thoughts in the comments and join us as we keep building smarter, safer strategies here on Safety Zone.